Today we're going to be checking out the SILOS from Earthquaker Devices. Good afternoon. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back. If you're new here, hi, I'm Miles. I do music stuff. And today we're checking out a pedal from our friends over at the company Earthquaker Devices. This pedal that we're talking about today goes by the name of SILOS. Now, if you're an artist like me, you may find yourself when it comes to playing out in a live setting or working on something as far as recordings are concerned, that there is a number of effects that you really find to be beneficial to sculpting your sound. And within those categories of effects, whether it be reverb, delay, overdrive, distortion, modulation, you have variations that exist within those. In this case, we're talking about the effect of delay. With delay, there's different types and they have different sort of ways of responding to your dry signal. You could have a digital delay, analog, tape delay, and then there's others beyond that. And there's a variety of manufacturers out there that make effects that do a great representation of those individual effects, or will compile them all into a singular pedal where you have access to all of them at the flick of a switch or the turn of a knob. And what can tend to happen, at least for me, is that I have a particular selection of individual effects that I've really gravitated towards, that I really want to hold on to and utilize when it comes to recording, or it's on my pedal boards, because it's got the sound that I really want to attach to what I'm doing in a live setting. But maybe you're the type of player that wants to have a selection of different delays to choose from depending on the song, but you don't want to have multiple effects on your pedal board. This is where SILOS comes into the picture. What Earthquaker Devices did with SILOS is take a selection of a digital delay, an analog delay, and a tape delay, and put them into a single stomp box, allowing you to select between the three and manipulate the same parameters for all three of those different types of delay. But also you have the ability to save presets of the individual delays depending on which one you want to use. And you also have access to tap tempo, which any guitar player with a delay pedal out there knows that if you have tap tempo, it kind of makes life a bit easier. And this is one of those offerings from Earthquaker Devices that, like others that we've talked about on the channel, I really like because it's doing the thing that you want it to do without being super complicated. Like I've talked before about manufacturers like Eventide, Chase Bliss, where there's so many parameters to the devices that they're putting out there that you can basically have access to any sound. But sometimes you just want the thing to do the thing that you need it to do, for lack of a better way to explain it. But SILOS does that. And while I'll get into some of the other features that this pedal has to offer later on down the line, for right now, why don't we hear what it sounds like on a guitar? Here we go. But before we do that, if you haven't already, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Makes a world of difference in terms of making these videos visible to more people. It's free, so help me out. I'll love you forever. like I had mentioned at the beginning of the video, this pedal has an offering of 3 different delay types to choose from, but you also have access to be able to save 6 presets of your favorite settings that you might come up with between these 3 different delay types. However, another feature I didn't mention before is the utilization of the input for an expression pedal of some sort. An expression pedal will be used to manipulate a parameter of the effect itself, and in this case, you have the ability to assign different parameters to the expression input and then save that response to an expression pedal being manipulated to one of the 6 individual presets. So you can have a different assignment for an expression pedal on a different preset, which that's a lot of flexibility in terms of what you can do with this pedal without having it be super duper complicated. Like, for those of you that saw my last video talking about loop switchers, I didn't even cover everything in that video. There's so much to talk about when it comes to loop switchers, specifically the ones that I was speaking about and the features attached to them, that if I was to cover all of them, the video would have been way longer. But in this case, you have access to assign different parameters, save those parameters with your individual presets, and it's all stuffed into this little box. So that's pretty cool. You'll likely also find that for each of the individual delays, that there's different instances where the different delay types will be more beneficial depending on what it is that you're doing musically. Like for me, if I'm playing a guitar solo and I want to have a delay type attached to it that's not going to interfere with my solo itself, I would likely go with a digital delay. The digital is going to maintain that clarity of the notes that I'm playing, especially if they're in fast succession, but it's not going to overpower my dry signal. Or if you're trying to do like a soundscapey sort of thing, you might go with an analog delay. Or if you need a slapback delay, the tape echo is going to be something that you would probably gravitate towards. Something that isn't super long, but it's got some meat on the bones to kind of fill out the rest of your sound and give it some depth beyond just having a repeat of your dry signal. So being able to have specific presets where, let's say you have a lead preset with a digital delay, one that's more of a soundscapey thing with the analog, and then a slapback with your tape echo, that's just the first 3 presets. So then you have another 3 that you could do whatever you want with them. You can do some weird stuff. And I believe for each delay type you get from 500 milliseconds worth of delay up to a second, which is a long time. It may not seem like it, but in terms of delay feedback, a second is a long duration of time, and a lot of information can be squeezed into that small space. But yeah, that's SILOS, and you get all that for $150. Not a bad price. So that's SILOS for you guys. I didn't want to make this video super duper long just because, like, it's a very straightforward pedal. It packs a whole lot of punch in terms of the features that are attached to it and what you can do with those features, but it doesn't need to have a super long video, I don't think. I think we pretty much covered everything. But if you would like more information about SILOS beyond this video, I highly encourage you to go and check out Earthquaker Devices' website. I'll leave a link for it down below in the description. I want to give a big thanks to my friends over at BuyorBorrowMusic for making this video possible. This isn't a sponsored video or anything like that. I'm just one of their customers, and they sent this pedal out to me. Their service is great. If you don't know, you have the option to pay a monthly subscription where you get sent different effects and music equipment. And then once you have it, you have the option to either send it back for something else that's on your list of things that you want them to send you, or you could even just buy it then and there. So that's pretty cool. They got this pedal out to me very quickly. Their communication's great, customer service is great. If you don't know about them, I encourage you to check them out. And I hope you found today's video to be interesting and informative. And if you would like to see more of this stuff and you want more people to know about these videos and you haven't done it already, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Need I remind you, it is free. And if you like what I'm doing here and you want to support beyond just liking and subscribing on the video and on my channel, I'll leave a link down below in the description for my Patreon, where you can check out the perks attached to your support over there. and it makes these videos possible. So big thanks to my patrons for that. And I hope that if you're not one already, you'll consider becoming one. But that, my friends, is all I've got for you for today. I appreciate your time. I will be back very soon. As I've said before, there's a big video I've been working on for a while, and I've been trying to bully myself into buckling down and finishing the editing on it. But I do have some other products that I want to do some reviews of. And yeah, hopefully I'll be seeing you soon. Hopefully you'll return. And yeah, that's all I got for you for today. Stay safe. Keep playing. Peace.